Hello friends, wishing everybody a very happy new year 2021. Hope we as human beings and humanity as a whole successfully overcome this COVID-19 pandemic and wishing everybody a prosperous new year with your families. So here we are again back with another book review after quite some time. So how many of you have heard about the Kobe satellite? That's short for Cosmic Background Explorer. How many of you have heard of Gerorge Smoot? I guess not much. He's a 2006 Nobel Laureate in physics. So the book in question today is Wrinkles in Time by Gerorge Smoot. So this is a very interesting book. I always prefer reading books written by authors who have worked first-hand on scientific experiments and projects. This Kobe satellite was designed with a group of extraordinary people from Berkeley National Laboratory, NASA, Goddard Space Flight Center, and the author Gerorge Smoot was one of the principal investigators of the differential microwave radiometer that basically measures the difference in temperature of the microwave radiation in the sky between 2 points. So this book starts off in the layman sense, giving us a brief overview of how the field of cosmology progressed, starting from Aristotle, whose theory of Earth being the center of the universe and man's having a special role in the construction and evolution of universe held view for 2500 years almost. His theory ran into several troubles, which was corrected by Ptolemy with his epicycle model. But that epicycle model got too congested, and in 1527, a Polish astronomer by the name of Nicolaus Copernicus put the sun at the center of the solar system, and everything fell in place. Then we have Tycho Brahe, whose observational wealth made way for Johannes Kepler to postulate his three planetary laws. Working on all these, there came Galileo Galilei, the first person to turn a telescope to the sky. Did you know that Galileo Galilei did not invent the telescope? It was in fact invented by another lens maker by the name of Hans Lippershey. Most people did not know that. Suppose Galileo Galilei came the giant of modern science, Sir Isaac Newton, the second president of the Royal Society. His theory of gravity held sway for the next 300 years. His laws of universal gravitation and his laws of motions basically ruled physics. Then came a spark, a Swiss patent office clerk by the name of Albert Einstein, who overturned everything, and modern cosmology was born as we know it in the year 1915 with his theory of general relativity. At that point of time, the world was in the grasp of two very important developments in physics, two great theories of the 20th century. One single-handedly developed by Albert Einstein, as I mentioned, general theory of relativity, that's the theory of gravitation, and the quantum theory that was jointly developed by many brilliant scientists of the likes of Niels Bohr, Paul Dirac, Werner Heisenberg, Louis de Broglie, Erwin Schrödinger. It's the physics of the very small. These two theories were moving in parallel, in tandem. Then the next breed of scientists came, of the likes of Richard Feynman, Roger Penrose, Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking and Roger Penrose showed how, if we turn back the equations of general relativity, we end up in a singularity. That singularity is called the Big Bang. And It is now a conceived notion that the universe began 13.7 billion years ago in a cataclysmic expansion called the Big Bang. I'll not go into the details of the Big Bang theory. The Big Bang produced a relic that's called the cosmic microwave background radiation. It's a microwave radiation which is available to anyone who can access the night sky. That's the jitter that you can see when you switch on your TV and select no channels. Part of that is the cosmic microwave background radiation. So this book is all about designing an experiment. This book is all about how a scientist, a physicist, a mathematician has to learn the nuances of electronics and mechanical engineering to get his dream of sending a satellite up in space so that the Big Bang theory can finally be proved to be correct. This book is a culmination of 18 years of research, hard work, labor, visit to Brazil, Antarctica, Australia, England, Paris, you name it. This guy had traveled places just to get the measurements correct so that the Big Bang theory can be placed on firm footing. 18 years culmination of hard work saw NASA launch a spacecraft in 1989, and 2 years later it was revealed that the universe did exactly start in a Big Bang. We don't want to go into the details of what happened prior to Big Bang, that would be topic for a separate video, but this does prove that it started in a Big Bang. I know it is a bit technical, but do give it a try to read this book. It's always good to read books written by Nobel laureates, their journey, their experiences, their harrowing experiences with red tapeism, bureaucracy, how the Challenger failure led NASA to prematurely cancel all shuttle missions, how several other Delta rocket failures seemed like a nail in the coffin for this experiment, but eventually perseverance paid off. Eventually, this was humanity's greatest triumph, succeeding all odds and proving a theory to be correct. So do read this book, lovely book written. Give it a bit of a time if you're not good into astrophysics or physics per se. I will love it. Thank you for watching this video. Do like, share and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.